questions, and we have your answers.
So, yeah, just raise your hand and they'll...
Yeah, raise your hands if you have any questions. What did you just do?
I closed it and it went all over.
Cool. Okay, first question. All right, what's your name? And what's your question?
If you weren't actors or dancers, what career would you have?
If we weren't actors or dancers, what would we be? I'd probably be a writer, because I love to write. I was going to go to university for writing, actually, back home. But yeah, the next step ended up working out, so I didn't do that. But I'd probably be a writer, maybe a script writer, because I love writing stories and stuff like that. So yeah.
I'd probably be like a fashion designer or a stylist. I have like a small blog on the side that I do about fashion and inspirations in the fashion world. So yeah, it's still like creative, but definitely up my alley.
Alrighty. What's your name?
Chloe,
Hi.
what Aussie food do you like?
One more time.
What Aussie food?
What Aussie food? Tim Tams.
Tim Tams are so good.
100%. We don't have that in Canada, so it's great.
There was something else that I had the other day.
Oh, what are those like koala chocolate, like caramel?
Oh, I love those.
I love popping those in the freezer and then eating.
There's
them.
another
So
one,
good.
the Lemington. No, Pavlova.
Oh.
So Maddie's mom, Maddie's
Maddie's right there.
right there. Her mom made us a huge Pavlova, right? That's how you say it.
Pavlova?
And we're gonna have it
We're
after.
so pumped.
Yeah, we're so excited.
It's gonna be great. All right, we've got a question over here. What's your name?
Yesenia. When in one video, when they were doing for the mash and bang ups challenge.
Yeah.
When West was like, "Hang on, it's about to blow," was it hard not to laugh?
Yes, it was very hard not to laugh because the boys are always very funny. In any scene where they're being
What did
silly.
he do? I wasn't there.
I can't remember exactly when it was, but he just said something silly.
Oh.
And it's part of the scene, but anytime that happens, anytime the guys or any of the girls say something funny, there's usually someone in the background behind the camera laughing very hard.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
My name's Ellie. What's your favourite thing about Australia?
Favorite thing about Australia?
You guys.
The people, for sure,
Yeah.
and the weather. It's just so wonderfully warm and like.
Honestly
chill.
though,
Yeah.
everyone here is so kind, so welcoming. I feel like we're adopted Aussies, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I want to move here.
And yeah, me too. And it's so hot. It's gorgeous. You guys have an amazing country. So yeah.
Yes,
They've been teaching us the lingo.
Like,
All your
what
short
are
forms.
some things? Heaps.
Heaps.
I reckon. G'day.
G'day, mate.
Anyways, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? That's so
We've got a question out the front here. What's your name?
Ava.
Hi.
And what's your question?
When you were little, what was your dream?
What was our dream? That was so sweet. When we were little, my dream was being a dancer or performer of some kind. I loved being on stage. That was my favorite thing, and like just like telling a story and evoking emotion. That was always my favorite thing. So just something in performance.
Are you guys too young to know Hilary Duff?
Oh my gosh!
Do you know Hilary Duff? You don't know her? You do. So there's a show called Lizzie McGuire, and when I was young, I wanted to be her so bad because I had really blonde hair, and I just like would watch her. I would wake up every morning super early before school just to watch her show because it was on at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I literally wanted to be her when I was little. So I wanted to be an actor essentially,
I loved Hilary
which is
Duff.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Okie dokie. Just gonna come in here. What's your name?
Charlie.
Hi.
What inspired you to dance?
What inspired us to dance? For me, it was my big sister, Sam. So my real life big sister. She's about 3.5 years older than me. And she started dancing when I was really little, but I wanted to be just like her. Everything she did, I wanted to do. So I joined dance because she was in dance. And then I loved it. I just loved just being silly and like dancing and moving around in class. I was always the one that didn't listen to the teacher, but I just had such a good time that I fell in love with it. So yeah, it's because of my sister.
I think my parents just inspired me to dance. You know, they've over the years put in so much money and time taking me to my classes and my recitals and everything that I kind of still dance for them because in a way I want to like repay them through my art and make them proud that I'm doing this as a career because it doesn't happen for a lot of people, and we're super grateful that it did happen for us. So probably just for my parents. Yeah. Thank you, parents. You guys are amazing.
Thanks, moms and dads.
Honestly, yeah.
You're
Just
great.
thank your parents.
Hello? Okay, it's working now. What's your name?
Lauren,
Hi.
how do you feel about having a lot of older fans?
Having a lot of older fans,
Fans.
like in like 20s and stuff, you mean? It's
pretty
great.
cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool meeting someone your age and being like, oh, hey, cool, you watch the show, it's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
it's nice to be able to connect with people your own age. Of course, like younger too, because then you inspire young people, which is always really cool. But yeah, it's great.
Yeah, there's like another level of connection, I guess, when you're the same age as someone, so it's pretty awesome. You did great today.
Yeah, you did.
Good job.
You're killing
You killed it. Good job.
Over here. What's your name?
Kelsey. What was your favorite dance on the show?
Favorite dance on the show? Mine. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a different one every time. I have so many.
I know, right? We've
But,
been asked this question like the whole time we've been on tour.
You know what dance I really loved? In season 3, at internationals, do you guys remember? It was me, I think Jordan, Trevor Lamar, and it was like that, like
Oh, that one.
silk
And your
like,
hair,
matrix. Oh yeah, shining lights.
and your hair was like, I remember.
My hair was gelled. That day we had to do 5 different dances, and in each dance had a different hairstyle. And so hair and makeup had me in like one hair that was like big and curly, and then the next dance was that slicked one. So they literally gelled my hair, like glued it down. Then I had to shower, get ready for the next dance, do that. That was a crazy day. But that dance was my favorite, I think,
Yeah.
because it was a lot of fun.
All the dances at internationals were amazing. I was like so jealous because I was recovering from a broken ankle, and I remember like I was like, of course this season I had to break my foot. Like all of the dances though were so good. Even though I wasn't in it, I loved the puppeteer dance with like, yeah, it was amazing and it was so cool to watch. So I wasn't in it, but still amazing. Yeah. So do I. I have something in my eye.
Alright.
Sweat.
What's your name?
Audrey. Audrey.
I love your shirt.
Great shirt. Where'd you get it? Is it from the merch store that's just out there? Wow.
How many tours have you been on?
How many tours?
Mall tour.
To Canadian.
We're gonna count right now because I actually.
I think I've been on 4 or 5. 5 with big ticket.
Oh,
Wait, big
shoot.
ticket? Yeah.
I think I've been on like 5 or 6. Yeah, I've been on like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. We've been to some amazing
Oh, and
countries.
then this one.
And this one, so 7. Whoa. Yeah,
That's a lot.
and it is a lot.
Thank you guys for making that so fun. I
Yeah,
wouldn't be able to do this without you.
it's my 3rd time here, which is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time it's been for the next step, so it's fun.
Right down the front here.
Yeah, I love your outfit.
You look so cute.
What's your name?
Matilda, if you could be any other person or character in the next step, who would it be and why?
Sorry, Maddie, could you
If we could.
If you could be any person or character from the next step,
who
who would it be and why?
And why? For me, it would be West, because he's so funny. Literally could do anything, say
Yeah.
anything in a scene. Like there'd be times where he would just throw something in a scene, and you're like, what? But it's so funny, and like it works so well, and he could just be silly. And I would love to be a character like that. That's just kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I would love to be Emily. I think
yeah, that's
because she's
fun to
so
be me.
opposite. She is so opposite from my character, and I think it would be really fun to play the exact opposite, and maybe play a little bit of an evil role to see what that's like. Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to come
She's really nice though. So.
in here. What's your name?
Isabel,
Hi.
what are your plans for the future?
Oh,
Whoa, loaded question. Plans for the future?
what day is it today? I don't even know.
Like what year? How old am I? My plan is to be an actor and hopefully, just keep booking things so I can keep doing that for the rest of my life. I mean, the dream is like be one of the A-listers, obviously, but like that, I don't know. You never know what can happen, but yeah, just keep acting, I guess. That's about all I've got for you. Sorry.
I think if I can do anything that's gonna inspire people in any way in an art form is what I want to do in the future. I also love teaching dance. I love performing. Again, I love being an actress. That is like the main goal, but you never really know what can happen. But yeah, like I said, like anything that will inspire people and leave a difference in people is like what I'm aspiring for. Yeah, good question.
I'm gonna scooch in here. What's your name?
Mila.
You're so cute.
How many years did it take you to come to this level?
Oh.
Wow. How many years did it take us to come to this level? Well, I've been dancing since I was 4. And I'm now older. And
Brittany's birthday soon. It's like in a month.
in a month, yeah. I'm turning 12. It's no big deal. No, I'm kidding. No. So yeah, long time. We trained like 30, 40 hours a week. And it was our full-time job pretty much, and then school.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had to balance the two. So just honestly, it was just working really hard, taking lots of ballet classes, and never settling, never thinking you're the best ever. Like even now, we can still work on so much, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're never perfect. You're always constantly working on things to get better and work harder, and yeah. So it's a constant growth, I guess.
Yeah, I'm the same. I
Yeah.
started dancing when I was 3, and I was in competitions. And yeah, I guess just a lot of work, a lot of hard work. And you know, sometimes when you have to work very hard at something, you have to sacrifice other things. Like, you know, in high school, it was always like, oh, there's so many things going on, but it's obviously worth it. So yeah, just a lot of hard work.
All right, we've got our little gymnast up the front here. What's your name?
Yes, you were doing back tucks. Oh my god.
What is it, Hannah?
Hi.
What's your favorite season?
Favorite season of the show, you mean?
Season? I think we can agree on
For a
this
second,
one.
I thought season like winter, fall. I was like summer. Sorry. Anyways, my favorite season is season 1.
Yeah,
Just
just
because
pretty
it
much the
was-
same.
Yeah.
It was so fun and exciting, and we all had just like, well, I already knew Brittany, and we already knew some people, but it was our first time all coming together, and we didn't really know what was going to happen. It was kind of just like, hey guys, we're going to do a show. And then it turned into this really big thing. So yeah, season 1. What's your favorite? Season 3. Yeah, season 3 is
That's a
really
good
good.
Okay. What's your name?
Georgina.
Hi.
So when I do my solos, I get really nervous. So how do you get not nervous when you do yours?
I always get nervous.
Same.
Nerves is a good thing. It means that you care and that you're really excited and pumped. But it's important to channel that into focus on the dance and performing and just having fun. So for me, like when I'm backstage, I usually like to just breathe, take a moment, and like hype myself up and be like, "It's gonna be great. You're gonna do amazing, and don't forget to perform." Like telling myself all these things, and then you get on stage and you just kind of go for it. And then usually the nerves slip away as soon as you're on stage dancing because you just feel like you're in your element.
Yeah. I'm always nervous. I'm nervous right now. I'll be honest. But yeah, like Brittany said, it's just like channeling those nerves into energy and yeah, for your performance. Brittany literally like had a spot on answer, so.
Thanks. I practiced. No I'm kidding.
Hello. Like when I first turn it on, it doesn't.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Okay. What's your name?
Anastasia.
Cool hair.
Your hair is so cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Braids.
What's your question?
What's your favorite dance style?
Favorite dance style? Mine is like a contemporary hip hop fusion. Like those two together is my favorite thing. Because I love contemporary because it's so emotional and like expressive. But then hip hop's so cool and like intricate and interesting, and it always like hypes me up, makes me feel good. So I love those two styles for sure.
Yeah, I love like jazz. Like what we were doing today was so fun. Jazz, hip hop, and contemporary. I've always been a little bit more of an emotional dancer, if you will. Yeah, those couple.
Up the back here. What's your name?
Violet.
Hi.
What's your favorite country?
Favorite country? Australia. We're not just saying that.
Although Canada is
sorry.
really cool.
I have to say
where we're
Canada because it's my home, but
Yeah.
this is for sure a close second, like
Yeah.
without a doubt. I
Has anyone
love
ever
this
been to
country.
Canada? No?
No?
You have? Cool.
What'd you think? Which city or which, do you remember?
You don't remember? It's really far away, so.
It's far, yeah.
She was little at the time.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's kind of like your country, but
You're
just a lot
colder.
hotter.
Well, but in our summers it gets 30 degrees
Yeah.
Celsius, so yeah.
It's
Anyways, sorry, we're rambling.
All right up the back here, centre back.
There you go.
Hi.
You see me? All right. What's your name?
Hello.
What's your question?
How did you act and dance like at the same time?
Why did we? What made us
How?
want to?
How did you
Oh,
act
how?
and dance? At the
That's
same
actually a
time?
good question. It's a lot harder than you would think.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah, like I know I've had to do a couple solos on the next step where I've had to like cry while dancing, and it's kind of like you have to think of the dance moves and you have to cry at the same time. Like that's like, you know, I'm a
Which
lot.
I actually liked doing that stuff because it was like
Me too.
it got you in the
It
zone
feels
a little
really
bit
good.
more, and then your dancing kind of was elevated in a way because you're
Yeah.
adding this extra level of emotion. But the harder part was having to do a full dance routine and then do a scene after, so go right
Yeah.
into like a talking moment.
Because
And you're like so out of breath and you're sweaty and gross and you're trying to like be in the scene, so that was always challenging.
Yeah, but it's not too bad when you are really focused on it. Your emotions just naturally flow, at least for both of us.
Yeah. Okay. What's your name?
Annie,
And what's your question?
what's your most embarrassing moment?
Most embarrassing.
I had one today. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Oh,
I went to go do an aerial and I forgot the speaker was there, so I couldn't do it. So that was pretty
Just went.
embarrassing. But I have an even more embarrassing one that I'll tell, but you can go ahead.
I was probably like 9 or 10, and it was one of my first tap group dances. And I was in the front row, like off to the side, and I was in it. I was so ready, like feeling really good. And then all of a sudden I slipped. I don't know how I slipped, but went face first into the floor. Like literally I just went boom, all in one motion. And then I just stood there for a second, literally like shot right up, and then just kept going and was so confused for the rest of the dance. But it was the most embarrassing thing, I think, or at least that I can think of at this moment. I'm sure I have way more.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I was in grade 1, and we would do this thing at the end of every gym class. You guys call it, or do you call it PE? PE. Where we would do like a freestyle circle, and I obviously was like the little dancer of my class. I had just started competitive dancing, and so I went in to do a dance move, and I don't know why, but I was wearing jeans. Gym class, who knows? I have no idea. And I went down to do the splits, and my pants ripped all the way down, and I was in grade 1, so I was so embarrassed. I immediately stood up. I started bawling, and like they made us have an extra pair of clothes at our like locker thing, and I was like, I need my sweatpants. Like it was so bad, and I like had to call my mom. I was so embarrassed, but I still remember that to this day. Yeah, and the boy I liked was like standing there, and I was like, so bad. How many more questions do we have time for, just so that they know?
Just a few more.
Just a few more. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
5 minutes. Okay, never mind.
Oh, 5 minutes.
All right, we've got a question. What's your?
Jennifer,
Hi.
how did it feel like to be studio head?
To be studio head for both of us, I guess, right?
For both of us, yeah. Whoa. That's
Yeah. Oh
weird.
my gosh, we both were studio heads.
I know.
Sorry. So, it felt weird. It felt really strange because you're like at one point like a kid and you're just a dancer, and then to go into more of an authoritative role is like a little bit jarring. But I think it was good to feel that because Riley's sort of confused and unsure in that role. Like she was really lost and like having a love triangle thing going on. So she was just really not meant. She wasn't prepared to be studio head, I think. So it was good for me to be a little bit like, whoa, this is weird. So I played into that a lot. So that's, I guess, how it felt.
It's kind of like, I'll be completely honest, it's a little bit more boring than you would think it would be.
is, 'cause you can't dance.
you're not really dancing, and it's like, you already like know all the bad stuff that happens before the dancers like in the script. So you kind of have to act very serious and have that authority, which is kind of boring to be like an adult. Like no one wants to do that.
Being an adult is
It's
boring.
so boring. No, but it was definitely much different than being a part of like a troupe and being a part of like that kind of cast. But
That's
it's
so
still
great.
super fun. Yeah.
Okay, just down here. What's your name?
Ebony,
And what's your question?
Where is the Next Step studio placed? Like, where is it in the whole world?
It's in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Wow, I just gave you the full address.
But at first they didn't specify where.
Like, I don't know, there isn't an actual Next Step studio. It's the filming studio, so they built, like, the space studio in, like, this film set.
But you know, like the exterior shot that you see.
That's a random
outside.
place in Toronto.
Yeah, I walked by it like
Did you?
3 weeks
Were
ago
you
when I
like,
was home,
whoa?
and I had never seen it before, and people had told me, oh, like I saw the building that's like the Next Step, and I was like walking by because I was doing a photo shoot, and I turned and I was like, oh my god, that's the Next Step. It was really
so cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no one knows. No one.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's on like a small street.
Last one.
Yes, sorry.
What's your name?
Layla.
And what's your question, Layla? Wait, make sure your camera's all straight so you get the girl's answer. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, shoot.
So this is kind of personal. So you two were like dating in the show. Were you actually dating outside? Because
I thought you were talking about me and
Like
Brittany.
me and her?
I was like,
Oh no.
No, dating and
I was like, yeah,
characters.
we were dating in the show.
Yeah. Then like
like where James